Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
Hey y'all.
What's up? What's up?
What up? What up?
Welcome back to another episode of Who Are Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat.
What up? What up?
Trees, how you feeling?
I'm okay. I ate some pizza and some wings, and I'm very full. I ate too much because I just burped them garlic parmesan wings I had. They was delicious though.
You went to Buffalo?
No, Domino's. Domino's?
Oh, yeah.
Domino's
got wings. They got wings.
Why did that sound like? Is that a place? Share my memory. Because I said Domino's, I'm like, that don't sound right. And I was like, wait, that is called Domino's Pizza. Yeah. I'm losing my mind. Jesus, I need to get out. I need some sun. Huh?
You be using the app too?
What is that?
The app, girl. The app too.
I can't hear either. I'm old. The app too. Oh, nah. I just be logging in. I should download the app as much as I be on it. Domino's sponsors. I remember you.
Yeah, because listen, I done got free pasta, free tater tots, free everything because I didn't went up there so much.
True. I know that's
Definitely download. Guess what I had? I saw it on TikTok. Or no, I saw it on Twitter, but it was from TikTok. And it was a girl talking about the wings that the tenders that you can get from Popeyes. You know, you can get them blackened, right? You get them blackened.
No.
Yeah.
What they taste like blackened? What do you mean? Just with
blackened, you know how like blackened fish, blackened the tenders. You can get them blackened chicken tenders.
So is it like baked with
grilled,
a little blackened season?
Grilled. They're grilled, with blackened season. Yeah.
They good?
Delicious with the potato, the mashed potatoes. You talking about
mashed potatoes?
Hey, Mimi.
And that's not per se on the menu, so that's gonna be fresh every time. I might be getting that tomorrow.
And I downloaded it from the app too. I did it from the app. Yeah, what I did yesterday, I did the 3 tenders and 6 wings because you get wings too. So they got wings there too. The wings was actually pretty good. So I got the meal. It was $12, $12.99, $13 plus tax. And then so you get the 3 tenders and 6 wings, and then 2 sides for $12.99. Delicious.
That sounds delicious.
It was. Anyways, y'all know why we're here. We're not here to talk about Domino's. We're not here to talk about no wings, Popeyes, chicken, none of that.
We was talking about food yesterday for a minute on the pod.
Yes, because he was talking about the Chinese food. Oh my God. So y'all, we're here to talk about Survivor 46, the finale. Ooh, I would say this is what we've been waiting for, but
some people had losses, some people had won. Y'all have a lovely night. Popeyes is about to close in an hour, so I'm just saying.
Listen, no, but because really though, it really wasn't anticipated. Like so many people, I wish y'all could understand. If you're on Twitter, for those who are listening and you may not be on Twitter, but typically finale night for every show, like the week, like the day of, people are buzzing. They in the chat, they talking about it. They got theories, they got ideas, they rooting for somebody.
I just want to talk about the controversies.
It was Ghost Island, no pun intended. Because that was a Survivor season. It was Ghost Island in the Twitter streets for this finale episode. And I understand why. I think we said it last time. It was just a little bit of a dry final 5. Not that nobody didn't deserve to win. It's just who they were. It's just dry. That's all, pretty much. And y'all gonna have to forgive me because my notes didn't get noted yesterday.
We don't need no notes. Skim it.
She decided to come talk and run her mouth halfway through the finale. So who couldn't be typing and watching at the same time was me.
Mimi, that's one of them. Mimi talking about, are we gonna talk about the controversy of Liz cheating for Kenzie? Yeah, that's one of them.
We'll talk about that. We jumping in. So as stuff come up, y'all please go ahead and let us know what you thought and what maybe we want to talk about. So we get to the final 5, right? They giving us their little play-by-play and whatnot. Then we get to the immunity challenge, right? Because somebody got to win. We got to see who's making it to the final four. And before we even start, Jeff takes it back from Maria, and he's like, if you win this, you going into an elite group of women who've won 4 immunity challenges. And she's like, I got one more in me, Jeff. I got one more in me. And I was like, listen, because one thing, Maria has been handling big business.
Cooking.
Big business. And so she knew that she was a threat, because if we go back to the fallout, right? After the tribal council, when she tried to get Charlie out and it failed. And so she had to go to him, and she was like, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. They messed up my game. They told me it was you. They was doing it, and then they did a bait and switch. I'm like, girl, just say you flopped. Charlie won. He won the war because you thought you had him gone, and he played you like a fiddle. And you felt stupid because you thought you had this in the bag. Because I truly believe, had Charlie went home, Maria would have been in the final 3 seat. Well, I can't call it a seat. On that bench or on that stump. She would have been there, and she would have been collecting that $1 million.
Probably.
And I believe so, truly. And so then we see them talk about it. So she tried to repair that with Charlie before the immunity challenge. So I'm going back. And he's like, oh yeah, girl, we good. He was like, I ain't buying it. She just mad because I got her first and she didn't know it. And so now she's trying to play that little game. But he was like, you know what? But I'm gonna keep the pathway open like I am with everyone else. Exactly, Mimi. So dry, wasn't excited this year. But he was like, yeah, I want to keep that open with her. So just in case, because you never know when you need another door to go through in this game.
Never know.
You never know. So back to the immunity challenge. She said she got one more in her. I wish Josh was here to explain the challenge. It was an intricate obstacle course. And that's all I'm going to say.
Don't even know what happened.
It was
I know I don't be paying attention to it. Unless I be in the background, like when they put challenge playing, I'd be like, okay, let me go get me something to drink. Let me go do something. I ain't gonna even lie. At this point in the season, I just be like, cool. I did pay attention to the last one a little bit. But this one I was like, one, cool.
Facts. So because it's like me and Teresa always say, y'all know we don't care about these challenges. There's 2 things for sure that we don't care about. Sob stories that don't have nothing to do with the game and challenges. Don't care about them. So they're doing this. They go through the thing. They gotta get through the mud. Then they have to untie some stuff. Then they have to get a plank. Put the plank over here. Untie something else. Move this here. Climb up a thing. Then get to a puzzle. Right. So Maria pretty much in the lead the whole time. Then Charlie gets up there, and he's up there with it, and Kenzie's up there with it. And they all initially get up to the puzzle. They eventually get up there. I'm sorry. Eventually, I'll get up to the puzzle. But Kenzie start pulling away. Boom, boom, boom. Maria's on her tail, though, but Kenzie's pulling away. She's Mackenzie. I don't know where that mug came
Mackenzie?
from.
Maybe
Kenzie.
Is Kenzie short for Mackenzie?
I think
her name just Kenzie.
I think it's just Kenzie.
Oh.
So Kenzie pulls away, and she completes her puzzle. And you got to ring the gong. But she like, hold on. I finished the puzzle, but ain't nothing coming out. Where's the piece to ring? She looking for the thing to ring the gong. Where's the gong? Where's it at? And Jeff was like, ha ha. I got a twist for y'all.
I liked this though.
I did too. I did. Finally, he did a twist that we like. Jefferson, you try to earn your name back. No.
Yeah, I did actually like that. I was like, wait a minute. I said, and like I told y'all, I be in the kitchen. I'd be like, let me go check the mail. Let me go put the babies to bed. Let me go do this when they do the challenges. Because at this point, a lot of them all look the same. We don't think so. We switched it up. I hit that rewind button. Yeah, I know I can rewind live TV. I said, a couple seconds. I said, oh, okay. I liked this. I really like this a lot.
So when you finish the puzzle, the twist was when you finish the puzzle, it's not complete. because you have to then read the phrase that's written across the puzzles and then answer that. Find the number that it's talking about and put it inside. First of all, they should have known it was going to be something. Maybe they thought that the puzzle was going to be the code, but it really wasn't. So it was just a key to another code for the code. Is what it was. And so what it tells you once you finish a puzzle, it told her, Kenzie's reading it, and it's basically saying how many holes are on your plank. And she's like, what? What are you talking about, plank? What? And as she's trying to figure it out, Maria is building on it.
Hold on. The way Kenzie was looking like, what? They were completely lost. I would have been like her, like, huh? Yeah.
Like, because what you mean planks? What you mean holes? What are you talking about? And so Liz comes over there trying to help her solve it. And then she looked back and she sees the planks back at where they started from. And she beelines down there while Kenzie's still up there. She goes, grabs the plank for Kenzie, brings it back up. And by the time Maria is done, so she knows now she has to also go get a plank and figure out what's going on. But while she doing that, you got Liz and Kenzie working together. I said, oh, Maria in her head probably like, oh, now y'all best friends. Oh, we helping each other now? Is that what we doing?
What was funny to me, Kenzie even looked like, oh, she about to go? Yeah, okay.
She gonna help me? Okay.
Like, she was kind of looking like, well, I would have been like,
literally,
don't drop it on your way back, sis.
Like, Carrie talk about Liz is allergic to cheating.
The only thing she not allergic to her.
And so Liz does help Kenzie finally decode it. Kenzie rings the gong and wins immunity. And the first thing they came out there about, I'm sorry, Maria, I had to do it. It just though it's a compliment. It takes two to beat you, girl. It takes two to beat you. I'm not taking it as it's a compliment, but it's really not, because it's like, was it fair? And that's the controversy. Was it fair? Yes, because it wasn't cheating, because it wasn't stated that you couldn't help anyone. But was it fair in the sense that you stopped doing your stuff to help somebody else win at such a crucial point in the game? So if I'm Maria, I would feel some type of way. Hey, friend. No, they don't like Maria for real. They don't, because it's hard to say it wasn't fair because it wasn't against the rules. Right?
Okay.
D-Dub said they didn't like it. No. I'm finished. Yeah. I get it, y'all. Because for me personally, like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I was rooting for Kenzie to win and be safe because she on my draft. That's really my whole thing. If Kenzie wasn't on my draft, I probably wouldn't have cared how anything happened. But she was on my draft, so I did care.
Eli.
But it's an individual game, Eli. Exactly. I'm gonna throw it to Treese because she's probably gonna say a lot of stuff I'm gonna say, but it was fair, yes, but it sucks because Maria really could she have possibly won if it wasn't any help? Like, we don't know. Kenzie probably could have still beat her, but we'll never know because she was helped. Individual immunity, I agree, Carrie, should be. That's exactly what it should mean. But Treese, go ahead.
This is my opinion. If it wasn't in the rules, it's fair game. Is it actually fair? No. It is skating a line. But if I'm Kenzie and somebody's helping me,
I'm gonna take it.
My clothes.
I'm taking it. Because who's gonna be safe is me.
I didn't ask you to help me. Now, if you take your little ass out there and you want to assist me, then I'm gonna go for the alley. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm and one. Yeah. But does this taint? I'm getting ahead of it. Of course, we already know Kenzie won. Does it taint her win? In my opinion, it does a little bit. It does. So, is it fair? No. Did it break any rules?
Yes. Right.
No. If Jeff didn't call it out, then it's all for it. But in the game, in the eyes of, like, especially people that really love the sense of the game,
the purity of the game,
the purity, yes, that it's gonna always taint her win. And I'm gonna be very real. Do I think Kenzie was going to win without Liz? No.
You don't think
so? Just because literally, I don't think so. Only because literally, when she was talking about the little planks and stuff, right? Kenzie was looking like, what the hell? I don't. Right. She was all the way confused. It could have been. She
seemed to be confused.
It could have been, but I can only go by what I see. Yeah. Do I think Maria would? I think it would have came close, but do I think Maria would have figured it out before her? My mind tells me yes. Do I think Maria would have won that challenge if it wasn't for Liz? Huh? What did I say?
I said my that's what my mind is telling me too, and it's crazy
because telling me yes. But do I think she would? I honestly, I could be wrong, but I honestly think Maria would have won that. I really think she would. Right.
Jeff didn't stop it.
Exactly.
And so there's you can't really say nothing. Right. And so and my mind is telling me that too. I really, in my heart of heart, I feel like Maria would have won if it wasn't for the help. But because we won't ever know, because who's to say that Kenzie, once Maria took off, she didn't go take it off down there, and she may be a little faster than her, who knows? And she would have got her plane back up there, and who's to say she wouldn't have figured out the code first? So she could have very well still have won, and I would have much rather see that take place and her beat her that way than them to team up and jump like Eli said. He said, "Why y'all jumping folks in Survivor?" That's what it looked like. Apparently, it's been done before. And I don't know. And this is jumping ahead a little bit, but we see somebody else trying to help her too later on down the road. And it's like, maybe y'all do need to just give her the check, because if y'all want her to win so bad, because Charlie whispering to her during the fire.
Wait, she got helped again?
Charlie was whispering to her what to do in the fire, and Liz got mad about it.
I was going to Tom Thumb, trying to watch it on my phone when they was making fire.
Bye.
Listen, I'm a mother. I be moving. Okay. I had to go to the store to get some more milk. Okay.
Yeah.
Before they closed. But I was literally on my phone, like when they were starting to watch fire. I'm in like checkout, like no, he didn't whisper in her ear.
He didn't whisper in her ear, like get up and go whisper to her, but he was like,
but he was just like trying to give her tips.
Like, move the bird, don't smother it. Put the stick.
They do that every year. I wouldn't count that. They do that every year. But they look like they struggling.
Jazz said they handed Ken's the check in an envelope. They won.
It sure seemed like it.
I mean, again, personally, wouldn't have been my person to win, but because she was on my draft, I was rooting for her. But I liked Kenzie. I didn't have a problem with her, but I don't think she had the strongest game sitting in that final 3, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But anyway, so Kenzie does win final 5 immunity, and at this point, pretty much everybody they knew it was going to be Maria. That's what had been stated. The fact that it took 2 people to jump her and beat her, it's like, dang, y'all want me out that bad? Bet. So there's not really much she can do, but she was looking for an idol. And so her and Charlie are talking about it, and he's like, well, if you find something, find it, and we can choose who we want, because she's trying to appeal to him like, listen, I know I've tried to get you out, but if I find this idol, just know I ain't talking about it. I'm just gonna look for the idol, try to find an idol.
If they put an idol out there that late,
well,
I'd have been pissed. No, it's
because idols can be used. Well, idols can be used up until final 5. So if they did have one,
that's true, but it's too late. No.
But how it wasn't just already out there and they just happened to find it?
You sit down, put it back.
And so what would be the difference between Q saving his, had he saved it and then get voted out and used it, versus her finding it and using it at 5? What would have been the difference?
I'm just talking about one. I don't know. I don't really care. If she had found one, I'd been like, cool. But I mean, it just really doesn't depend. It just really doesn't matter what happens in the game, because there's always going to be somebody that says, well, if she didn't da 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 da, or if this wasn't da 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 da, so there's always going to be something. So
Eli
if Maria happened to get that, they would have been like, she only won because she found that idol at 5. So
it's always going to be something. So Eli said, why does the top player always go at 5? That man, and that's it. We ain't going to say nobody else. that man, I'm just saying his name is Ricard for those who can't see. And for those of you who don't know, yes, I have a perpetual beef with Ricard. I don't think he can really do anything to absolve that beef that we have. So he will always, for me, be called that man.
What the heck is this?
Trees, mute yourself. She over arguing about a darn slushy. So hey, DM Rocks. So yes,
Ooh, that was real slurpish. Sorry, I think they gave me the wrong thing. It ain't bad, but go ahead.
Ricard at 5, Carla at 5. I think 5 and 4. A lot of people that the contenders to win are leaving at 5 and 4. Lauren went at 5. Carson went at 4. Jesse went at 4. Lindsay went at. Did she leave at 4? I think she went at 5. No, she went at 5. A lot of people. It just really depends. But I think that's a common denominator. That 5th spot, 5th, 4th, and 6th. I think 4th, 5th, and 6th typically a lot of the heavy front runners. That's when they get got. Unfortunately. So yeah, so she knows she going home, but Maria, she's a mother. She not going down without a fight. So she go and pull Liz aside. It's like, listen, I know y'all got y'all mind set up, but why y'all getting tricked by Byyyeee? She told the Kenzie too. Byyyeee is tricking y'all. He is deceiving y'all. He's sitting back playing low. That's what he wants y'all to think, that he ain't did nothing. Why you think I start working with him? He's a deceiver. He can't be trusted. Y'all need to get rid of him. You want to go to the Final Four for somebody like that?
Heartbreaker, and I won't take you back. I had to sing.
Come on. Yes, I did see yeah, it was a good commercial. DM Rock said, did we see?
Please, I was over here looking like, please don't put this woman in this movie. She cannot act. Please don't do it. And I was like, oh, she just doing an ad.
I thought it was good.
Cool. It was a cute little commercial, but putting the whole movie out like, come on, what is going on?
Now you know she wasn't gonna be in the whole movie.
What is going on? I thought it was at first. I said, well, wait a minute, is she? Where's Lupita? I don't want to go see this movie because of Lupita.
Wait, where's who?
Lupita. She's the main actress in it.
I thought you said Lupia. I said, who is Lupia?
No, Lupita.
Right. Well, we know Lupita dead because she wasn't in the new one, so we know she dead. So
no, this is a prequel.
Right, I know, because she's dead. If you think about it, sorry, tangent. This is day one. The movie prequel is day one.
But she might have been in a different area. You know, the newer ones, they only concentrated on one area. So she might have been in Dallas when the movie was really centered in San Francisco. So
now why she got to be in Dallas?
Because that's where we at. Nah, if the aliens came and attacked the world, Texas would definitely be gone because all the races would come together and build a compound, and all the black people would be out. So yeah, never mind. She ain't in Dallas. She would be done.
Oh, D and Rock said she is gonna have a small part in the movie. Oh.
Look at me. I'm talking about I'm gonna be in the movies like that.
We know D. We know her. We know her.
Look,
but anyway, back to Survivor.
Bitch, y'all. But I'll be like,
back to Survivor.
Yes,
the reason why we're here. So Maria is pulling all the stops, trying to get the votes to sway, and it's looking like Liz may be about to fold and change her mind. She was like, I did come here dead set on Maria, but I would be a fool not to consider some of the things that she's saying about Byyyeee. And so for her, there is maybe a light at the end of the tunnel for Mother Maria. However, we get to tribal council and they get to talking like they do, as always. I see Tiffany, she lit up when she saw Kenzie had that little necklace around her neck, or whatever. She's like, oh, that's my girl. My girl got the necklace. Let's talk about how petty Jeff was when he mentioned Jeff, though. He's talking about, so Liz, when you helped Kenzie, I would say, Jeff, you have to say that. You have to say all that. Don't be telling these jury people that I got help during my immunity win. But I mean, hey, it was fair enough for her to help you. It's fair game for him to throw it out there in tribal council, I believe. So as they're talking though, and everybody's like, yeah, Maria's just this beast. She's unbeatable. She's just this great player. And pretty much it's like, Jeff is like, Maria sound like you the one tonight, sis, and ain't nothing going. She was like, Jeff, I'm a mother. I got 3 small kids. I came out here to prove to them that their mom can do anything that she puts her mind to. I want them to know that, yeah, your daddy is strong, but mommy is too. And I was like, oh,
that was cute. It was sweet.
You better say that, mother. And she was like, you know what? And I'm 47 years old. And she's like, it took two of them to take me out, pretty much. And so it's like, you're an icon.
I have to note that. I did not know that Maria was Lebanese, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Did you say she was Lebanese?
She's from Lebanon.
This whole time I thought she was Hispanic. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's interesting. This is more so when they do the like shot, you know, like when they talk about their lives. I love to hear about like things that we just don't know or expect. Or I love to hear about like their different like nationalities.
Jet, please.
Look,
Jet.
she like blah blah blah. No, I love to hear that type of stuff. Like people that I don't really know. I don't know anybody that's Lebanese, so I would have been more interested instead of the story about even though I'm a mother, y'all know I be, you know, slamming that to the ground. We already know you got kids. Pass. Next. I want to hear about like your cultures and the things that you, because I don't know nothing about it. I already know about kids. I got them. Cool. Next.
What else about you?
She's something new. Exactly.
She said, now the mother thing. Oh, who cares?
Who cares?
Oh, man.
Ooh, baby, I would mother y'all to death if I was on the show. I would mother y'all to death.
I mean, everybody always does that, though, because it's like, oh, but she's a mom.
It be tugging on my heartstrings sometimes. Shoot, I'm going to use it.
I don't know. It don't move me, though. Is that bad? Because I'm like, that's
you,
cute,
though.
but like...
You.
But it's every season. But you think the same way. I mean, out here though, we be like, all right, it's enough. Mama, you the mama, that's enough. But
I'm gonna still mama you. Games, I don't care. I'm gonna still do it.
But it's like you get in these games, it's like, why just because you're a mama, that mean you're supposed to win?
Yep, right.
And so I just, yes, right. We're gonna get to it eventually. But it's just like, dang.
All right. Girl, I don't even know your voice, and I read that in your voice.
I
got two kids. All right.
That's it. Like, move on. So Mother Maria was voted out.
Yes.
The tribe spoke. Here go Eli talking about Maria is spicy v. Charlie is ducky.
Listen, postseason is kind of seeming that way a little bit.
It's looking like that a little bit. So
you know, the
Maria
tame version.
Right. And I'm gonna speed past 4 because I can tell you what I didn't care for at this Final Four. Being doing all this crying, y'all. I just can't take the crying.
Listen,
I just
him bawled his little eyes out. He cried. He didn't know what decision to make. Cool story. Of course, Bean would win at Final Four. Huh?
Right. Because I forgot. So before then, he was having his panic attacks and anxiety attacks and stuff again, which we talked about how much that, you know, we felt about the situation. And it was a beautiful one with Kenzie and how she did for him. Beautiful, wonderful. Didn't need to see another montage of that. I'm sorry. I really didn't. This is the finale. Like, I deeply care as a therapist.
We didn't need a montage. You could have just,
but I didn't need to see that in the finale.
And then kept it pushing.
Unless he's about to quit. That's the only time I need to see something like that in the finale is if he quit.
We ain't got no sense tonight.
So he didn't quit though. So he did all that, and then they go to the Final Four challenge, which was a new challenge that I haven't seen before.
I like that.
I like this.
That was Big Brother-esque to me.
It was very Big Brother.
And I was like, ooh, I like this because you know they kind of have a comp like that on Big Brother where you
gotta throw the ball.
Is it on Canada or US? Where they have to do whatever with the ball, and then they have to, you know, make sure they end up catching it.
Yeah,
throwing the puzzle in there, of course.
They have a similar comp where in Big, you know, you have to roll the ball, go to the other side, and get it, stuff like that.
Yeah, before it hit the floor.
So the way this comp was, they had to roll the ball up, and then if it got into the thing, then it was a slow, you know, crop. And while it's going through the
you can't let it drop.
You can't let it drop. The challenge was exactly carry in this way. If it got over and it went through the middle part, is when you had to, you know, put your puzzle piece together. That's when you got time.
If Charlie had slowed down, he would have won that, I think.
He might have would have won. And so but he moved too fast and he threw that ball wrong and it went to the wrong thing.
Yeah, he got
And
caught up twice, 2 or 3 times.
Twice, yeah. But Kenzie and Ben, they was in it. Boom, 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 boom. Kenzie, good girl. She playing air hockey. She didn't toss the darn ball. I thought she sent it to the ocean. And she tossed it so dang hard.
Carrie just said that. They're ball to the ocean.
Bro, come on, look, Carrie, we're here. We're here. And so I definitely feel like that ball went into the ocean and they just production cut that. They had to go give her another ball.
You're like, let me get you a new ball, girl. Yeah.
Because that ball is gone. And so she went back, but that one mistake cost her the win because Ben
was close.
Perfect through the entire time. He didn't make one mistake.
Taking a little low time.
Like, I always say it feels like Final Four, the most random person wins at Final Four out of everybody. Like Ben won this one last season. Who won the Final Four challenge? Did D win? I can't remember if D won or not. Or also somebody won. Who won that? Don't remember. Right. I guess it don't matter. Maybe Austin. I think Austin won. And then the time before that, freaking Heidi won. Or no, yeah, Heidi won. And then before then, Romeo won. So it's just like
I wonder if Austin ever gave decent play after the season.
They probably was kind of doing a little something, till he found out that she was with Wendell. Wendho. Ooh, can I say that out loud? This is a Survivor podcast.
That's about
if y'all want to know how we think, right? My thoughts on Wendho. You can go look at our GOAT coverage because he on the GOAT and had some choice words by Mr. Wendell. But anyways, so Ben wins Final Four, and then he gets to crying about he don't know what he was going. But it was funny though, was when he was buttering up Liz, and he was like, "Oh, girl, you're so great. You're awesome. You're this. You're that. And I just loved you. And so I'm gonna put you in the fire. Make it challenge."
That was such a Keke Palmer thing to do. Like,
no.
Yeah, that was wonderful. That was great. You ate it. That was fierce. You're going to the elimination round.
And I don't know if y'all have seen this show. And the reason why Tree said this is so Keke Palmer is because Keke Palmer was a judge on this show called Legendary on HBO Max, where they do a lot of like house chat, like ballroom dancing and different coordination, like it's ballroom culture. And she was a judge on there, right? And so these groups, these called houses, they would perform. And Keke would be like, "Oh my God, this is the best show I ever seen. Y'all ate that down. Like, I can't believe the way y'all did this, y'all did that." My scores are 4.
Like, she would like hype you up and be like, "Oh, you were great. You were amazing." You'd be like, "Oh, we're about to get a 9 or a 10 too." Like, damn.
Right. And I told her about that and she laughed. Like, she actually replied to me one time. I was in her comments. I was like, "Keke, you remember how you used to do that? Tell the people how they were so great. This is the best you ever seen. You give them a 3 or 4. And she just laughed. Because like, girl, what was you doing? What is wrong with you? Her mind ate up. So that's pretty much what Ben did to Liz. She was like, "Well, I'm a million." She brought that millionaire stuff up. Like,
don't nobody believe you. Everybody was talking about this. Don't nobody believe that girl was a millionaire. I don't believe it.
Well, she admitted she wasn't a millionaire.
I mean, she did later, but she didn't admit it to the cast until after the show.
She said she was gonna say that for her speech, but
yeah, I think everybody would have been like,
because she tried to use that to get to Final 3. Like, I'm a millionaire, people not gonna vote for me because I'm a man. So you could take me and it'll be easy win.
She was gonna like, just kidding. When she said she loved Applebee's, I knew exactly what her pocketbook was looking like because you could get a margarita for $1, man. And let me say this: in the words of Eli, stop pocket watching. I'm gonna pocket watch, Eli. Okay, listen. I know you can be very, very wealthy, and you can still eat you some ramen noodles. Okay, you can still go get you a little Jack in the Box, 2 tacos. You know what I'm saying? You might still, eat, peasant food because it'd be good.
Not at Applebee's.
But Applebee's is absolute. I have such a beef with Applebee's. Applebee's is the absolute worst
Wait,
restaurant you could ever eat in your life. Applebee's is so trash.
look what Carrie said. Carrie said, "There's no way you're a
Not
millionaire
for
and you haven't
real.
paid someone to figure out those allergies."
And work it. By the way, my little sister worked at Applebee's. Trash.
Yeah, Applebee's. You lost me, Applebee's, because
Applebee's is terrible.
if she would have said
Applebee's is
Chili's,
terrible.
I would give. She'd be all right.
I would have been okay with Chili's, okay? Because
Yeah.
Chili's make a really good top shelf blueberry Patron margarita, okay?
See, I don't
And
know
I
about
don't
all
do on the
that. I
rocks
would.
often. I don't do on the rocks often. And you get the honey chipotle chicken crispers. Ooh! And you gotta
Yeah,
get
them
the
chicken
extra honey
crispers.
chipotle sauce.
And they got
We,
the best bacon ranch quesadillas, baby. Like
it's
they,
like we need to start doing food reviews the way we talking because Keith Lee, who? Nah, I'm just playing. Hey, Keith Lee.
right.
But for real, as much as we talk about food on here,
I mean, Survivor is a place
but
to talk about food because they bring it up.
Applebee's is
Which I
terrible.
guess I forgot to mention. Well, did they have a reward? Yeah, there was a reward attached to that win that Kenzie did. She took Ben, by
They
the way.
got
But
pasta. What they get?
pasta, basically
I
Olive
remember
Garden.
chocolate pudding, which I was like, that's nasty. Oh, OG.
It wasn't Olive Garden, but it was pasta. So I was like,
OG
oh,
like.
Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was unimportant because I didn't really care about that conversation. I mean, they were bonding and stuff like that. But anyways, Ben win the challenge, and I'm assuming that he's gonna take Kenzie because she didn't walk him through the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights when he had his
Yeah, I
panic
thought he was gonna
attacks.
take Kenzie for sure.
And he did not take that girl. He took Charlie. And if I'm Kenzie, I would have been like, I stood up with you all night, took care of you when you were going through what you was going through. Not saying that this is indicative that
listen.
you got to repay nobody, but I'm like, oh,
But look, I'm gonna be real. I think I would like to have a conversation with Ben. I think Ben was looking at Charlie like how us, the audience, was kind of looking at Charlie. Well, some of us were looking, most of us were looking at Charlie because Charlie didn't really do a lot. Like, granted, he did do some stuff, obviously. I'm not gonna like discount his game. But he probably thought like Kenzie has a lot of people in jury. I honestly think he thought like if I have a chance to win, that I would have took Charlie too over Kenzie. Because to me, of course, I'm an audience and I see everything. But I would have just based off the relationship she has, I would have been like, damn, Kenzie is friendly with a lot of people. Kenzie loves Tiff. She's cool with Venus. She has a pretty good relationship. And if I'm literally just being logical, there's 4 women in the jury. I would have honestly thought there's 4 women in the jury, and then there's Q, who was on. What was the name of their tribe? I can't remember the name of the tribe.
and Hunter, Yanu,
yeah, I would have said Q and Hunter. They might want to vote for their people.
Yeah,
Charlie made logical sense to me. I'm just saying. That's what I thought.
It was cold in the sense. I thought it was cold too. It was like, dang, this girl that helped you through mentally in this game. Like you probably would have quit for her. And you didn't take her because also it's like, did you really think you could beat Charlie? But I guess he did think. I mean, maybe he didn't really see that. But I mean, in our perspective, Charlie was running the game with Maria, honestly. And once Maria was gone and he won, he got her out essentially. Well, he didn't get her out, but like. He won that war in between the two of them, and Charlie had so much control of the game. He always knew where the game was going. He always knew where the votes were going. He knew when to navigate.
Charlie was a very good backseat player. You know what? Know what? Let me give him a little bit more credit. Charlie was a really good backseat driver, if that makes sense, right? So he's not necessarily sitting in the backseat, not doing anything. He's kind of in the backseat. Somebody's driving. Somebody might be in the passenger seat. Hey, don't forget to stop here. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that's
so that I think is a really good that would be my analysis of his game. So I'm not giving him all the credit, but I will give him credit for he did do quite a bit. But Maria was definitely driving. Let's be real.
Oh, she definitely was. But so anyways, he takes Charlie. So it's Liz and Kenzie at the fire, right? Child, I think I looked up, I looked down, I talking about I looked up and I looked down, did it backwards. I looked up, I looked down, I looked all around. They still ain't made no fires. I feel like 30 minutes passed and neither one of them had
Listen,
no.
I said not they both suck. I said now, isn't this edited? Y'all could have edited 3 minutes out of this. Because who gonna win?
And I was like, Kenzie, girl,
nobody's getting fired. Kenzie was psyching herself out. I was like, Kenzie,
she was like,
girl, sit down, relax. Because I refuse to see Liz in the final. Sit down and relax.
Because they were like in the jury, like, what is going on? Why is she choking right now? They literally was like, why is she choking?
Yeah, she was getting nervous.
She was getting nervous. And so she could not get a fire. Then Liz got a fire. I was like, oh Lord, don't tell me Liz about to take her out. And Liz was to get into this final 3, child. But Kenzie finally gets fired. It's a good fire. And this is where Charlie's like, don't smother it. Put the sticks in there. Do this. Do that. And here go Liz. Why? You ain't got to whisper to her. She knows. She knows.
Not you getting mad that somebody getting help.
Trees, clock it.
It done
I tweeted that.
It looked like it done came back and bit you, sis. Yes. And that's where it comes to. Is it really bad? It came back and bite you in the ass, Liz. Enjoy your dollar margaritas at Applebee's, sis.
Because I legit tweeted that from the account because I was like, not Liz getting mad that Charlie whispering answers to help her win when she just helped Kenzie win the other day, literally yesterday.
And once again, that's where it comes. It's not against the rules. If Jeff not calling it out, hey, Kenzie, grab that stick right there to the right, put it here. Don't smother it. I would have been giving her a play-by-play. We not about to listen to Liz. We not about to listen to her fake millionaire story.
Liz gotta go.
We are not about to listen to her talk about how she gonna buy Applebee's. We are not listening to that. Kenzie, pay attention. Grab the stick, okay? Matter of fact, take this lighter. Let's just go ahead and get ahead of it.
Right, like why you added Kenzie? Go ahead. Look, 3 scrapes to the left, 2 more scrapes to the back.
I would have been giving her
like. And Liz would have been so pissed. I mean, she was already.
I would have been over there on Liz.
Not you huffing and puffing her fire out.
Is this against the rules, Jeff? If Jeff don't call me out, I'm gonna huff and puff as much as I can. Hopefully, a reach over there.
Screaming. And so Kenzie's getting frustrated because she ain't getting on fire, and Charlie's basically helping Kenzie. But Kenzie wins, takes Liz out, and this is where it get funny. Because Liz sits her behind down after she loses, and she was like, it's okay because I would have wiped the floor with all of y'all up in here.
She said, I would have beat all of y'all. I said.
And the jury said.
Hold on.
Who she
I looked at all the jury faces. I literally just rewatched the clip earlier before we was about to record.
They were all
everybody looked like. But V had the real like, girl, what?
Facts. Because who would you have been? And
I think she really believed that though.
She do. But see, I blame the players because they kept telling she was a threat. Where?
I have to say this. Is Liz actually allergic to these things she says she is? She delusional.
Right. Angie then lost her
I don't even lie. I was so ready for her to go, but she was so entertaining this season.
Because she's crazy.
She is legit delusional. Like, I don't know if she be joking, but I think she real life believed the stuff that she's saying.
She do. She do believe it. She in the comments on Twitter now talking about, because I guess James, you probably don't remember James. Who remembers James? She's the first, she went home with the idol in her pocket before the merge. And she's on Twitter talking about how she didn't get mentioned. Hey, James, what's up, bro? And she was talking about how she didn't get mentioned at all. And she didn't get no love because she had an idol in her pocket and nobody brought that up. And, and she was a pre-merger. James.
Oh, Jim?
Yeah. Jim, it's just Jim, but whatever.
Oh, and so okay, yeah, I remember though.
And so she's on Twitter talking about it. And here go Liz in the comments about it's okay, it's not you, girl. They did that to me in the edit too. Made me look crazy and like I was delusional as F. I'm like, You were delusional.
I would like to see the footage you think.
Right. Show us the
You
footage.
think
Give
they
us the
should have
BTS,
played.
the behind the scenes, because
I
the way
mean,
you let Liz tell it,
they can only work the edit so much. But it
right.
seems like every time you got on the camera, it was delusion after delusion after delusion. They might as well call it delusion at this point, because
Delusion.
that's you.
Like, I'm cracking up. Right. She didn't even make your. Well, and she didn't really do nothing impactful. Sorry, Jim. Like, Jelinski got mentioned post merge because post merge because she was stupid and he said something stupid. So that's why he got mentioned. But other than that, you're a pre-merger. You've done nothing. You have no contributions to what's going on right here in this very moment. But anyway, so her delusional behind, she gets sent to the jury. It's time for her to go. We get to the final tribal council. And they do the jury montage.
It was
pretty
a
much
mess.
with the jury.
I loved it though. I loved it.
It was very messy. But I will say, I loved how even in their montage, they were saying that anybody can win this game. But what you're not supposed to do is get handed a check, is what they said. Now I know Jasmine gonna have something opposite
to
be
on
say.
the DVD box. That's funny.
I am screaming. Now he gonna be on the DVD. Look, and they might do it. They might put him on there. Right. And so, like, what could she have said? I don't know. But she might have done better than being, like you said, she might have. Delusion. Sometimes delusion
even though Ben was
can carry
at the
you.
final. Like, I thought he had went back to the house. And you got a finale to play. Because I'm gonna be real. Like, I know Ben answered questions, but do I remember one of his answers? I don't. I'm being very real. I don't remember one. But I would like to say at like 7:26, I said Ben going to the end with 0 votes. Watch.
I knew Jasmine.
Didn't I text you that?
Yes. I told you Jasmine gonna come here and talk about it was a lie because the jury said they was gonna have to work for their votes. Jasmine said survey says that is a lie. But so they get to start off. Before they even begin, Tiffany was like, "Can I start, Jeff? Can I?" He's like, "Sure, by all means." She said, "Listen, we ain't looking for Taylor Swift references. We ain't looking for rock and roll, pop culture, anything. We looking for thought out, well put together answers on how you played the game, the moves you made in the game." So she said, "Don't come in with all that rah-rah."
They're all we don't need all that. And that's the question. You got 29 seconds left.
That 30-second timer was
yawn.
So, and honestly, now that I look back at that, I was like, ooh, that was shots directly at freaking Charlie and Ben. I was like, oh, I just realized that. And they were the other two people competing. But really, though, I didn't want to hear nothing about that either, if I'm being completely honest. James, you're absolutely right. She ran it like a well-oiled machine, although everybody won't agree, and that's okay. That's okay.
Listen, Tiff ran that jury. She really did. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump ahead. I'm gonna do it. When Tiff
I was gonna say something.
Go ahead.
Don't forget your thought. She did run it, but here's the thing. My thing is, a lot of people will say that her taking control pushed everybody, the jury, in the favor of Kenzie. I won't necessarily deny that. However, I will say, what was stopping Maria from taking control and pushing more for Charlie? She didn't give him
clocked it, babe.
Him no bail. She didn't say nothing to help his game out. Like, I didn't understand why she didn't help him at all. But go ahead, Treese.
I was just gonna say, when she got down to giving these people 30 seconds, of course it was very entertaining from my side. You know what I'm saying? It was entertaining. But if it was me, and when she was just like, "Oh, that time's up." First of all, Tiff,
you don't tell me.
I really do. First of all, I would have said, actually, I'm going to continue what I was saying. 30 seconds is not enough for me to convince y'all the answer to a question for $1 million choice. Yeah. Okay? There is $1 million online. Now, why they might take 30 seconds?
I need more because I did more.
was just like, so y'all just gonna let Tiff run? I said, oh, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Me and Tiff would have been talking over. Listen, she know who to play with exactly because, and I would listen. You're not about to give me 29 seconds, and you know what they did? Well, they shut up. I said, oh,
time, and after she would have said time,
is she?
I was like, wonderful.
I said, okay,
but I got something else to say. I add.
I would have been like, Tiff, thanks for your timer, but we about to start a new one. Okay,
but I got
it. I got the timer. Thank you, though. Thank you. Anyway, Tiff would have been mad at me. I probably would have lost the vote, but I would have been talking crazy. But exactly.
Right. And see, that exactly, Angie, I was just getting ready to say that. That's the only thing about it is.
Listen, that's what I said. That would have I would have lost Tiffany vote. I really would have. That's why I ain't got no sense.
You would have lost Soda's too, because Soda was the one who said give her 30 seconds. And the question that Soda said, give me 30 seconds, she wanted to explain the moves that they made in the game that got them to the final. What is that? What the question was? I can't remember exactly what it was, but
what move in the game?
It was something about a move that you
remember.
But it's not important. I never remember all their questions anyway.
Convince me otherwise. I can't remember what it was, but whatever.
What it was. Oh, I know what it was. Soda was like, she came here with preconceived notion that being just here to rock and roll. Charlie he was a sidekick to Maria, and that Kenzie was just there for the ride. And so she said, convince me otherwise. So it wasn't a bad question, but you don't get to give me a time limit. And I think that the difference in why we like Survivor's jury in not a round table, but their jury segment better than Big Brother's is because they get time to really go through all. They do have the time. Everybody gets the question. Everybody gets. They might edit it out,
but you have the time. Use it.
Right.
I would have been okay. I'm talking crazy to y'all now, but I would have been like, Tiff. Now, why I do appreciate you have this timer, I do need more than 30 seconds to explain my thought. We do have to consider this is $1 million decision you guys have to make, and I need to make sure my answers are well thought out. So, and I would have did it like that, and then she would have been like, "No, 30 seconds." I'd be like, "Well, bitch, I'm gonna do it."
And you would have like, "Well, there's your $1 million."
She would have been like, "Oh," she would have been like, "You not getting my vote." I'd be like, "Damn, I fucked up, Steve. I'm sorry."
But here's the thing. So as everyone else is answering their questions about like the moves they made in the game, or why they should win, all these different things are going on. I'm looking at Charlie when in his answers he was so drawn back. I didn't see that fire in him with his answers, and I just felt like he just kind of rolled over in his responses.
Felt it. I mean, let's be real. That jury was so, and let's be real. Like when your bestie is running the jury,
he was probably looking for Maria to be like, Maria.
Yeah, Maria wasn't throwing him no alleys.
She was like, none. Because in terms of the game, a lot of people are like, well, actually, because this where freaking Q and Tiffany and Kenzie got into it. I didn't say that. I never told you I did that. And she's like, you did. And Tiffany's like, well, Q, yes, you did. This is how we did. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. What's that? And we have to be like, hold on, let's get back to the jury. This ain't about y'all. Y'all gone. Let's put the focus back where it's supposed to be. Right. Kenzie would have been the only one she would have gave some grace to. Right. But Kenzie wrapped up her speech and she's like, pretty much, yeah, I did sit in the back. And I was just along for the votes. So she owned it. I mean, I guess that's what Soda was looking for in terms of game, was them to own up to their moves or their games that they've had. But I just don't think, again, haven't said nothing about Ben. Don't remember nothing that Ben was saying. Ben was just, kumbaya, rocked and rolled. That's what I was doing in the game. Did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Didn't even remember he was even sitting there. And so clearly we saw that it was coming down to Charlie and Kenzie. And Hunter was like, dang, you know what? Charlie played a good game. And I just feel like he fumbled in the last couple of tribal councils. But he tried to throw him an alley. I feel like Hunter tried to help Charlie out. Like he was like, tell us how you made it to this point in the game. Because you mentioned that you planned everything out to get you to the final 3. But did you plan to win?
Yeah.
Is that, you know what I'm saying? So explain to us how you did that. And I just don't think he had enough fire.
And honestly, I don't even think it was Kenzie
Wait.
answering the questions that well. What
Right.
Charlie to come back after school, he did not know. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I don't
he
think
didn't
it
plead
was
the case at
Kenzie
all.
answering the questions that well. It was more so Charlie just wasn't fighting as much. You can tell, like,
Yes.
he was just kind of. He seemed sad. I'm like, damn, man, you about to go home with some money. It don't matter what place you get, sir.
Right.
Like, you gonna get a check.
Yes.
Like, of course you want the meal, but you gotta get a
Mhm.
check. Like, straighten up a little bit. He was just
Yeah.
like,
James makes a good
damn.
point. James says, "Here's how I saw it. Charlie played the Survivor game, played Survivor. Kenzie played the game of life and how to appeal to the jury and how to make them want to vote for you, and they'll feel good doing it." I agree with that because, like Tree said, Kenzie's answers, I was like kind of listening to him. I was like, that's
Like,
all
that was
you got.
cool. Yeah. It was like, oh, okay, cool.
Again,
But the jury was
I
just
was
like,
rooting for her.
every
I
time
was
she was
rooting
answering
for
questions, they were
her
like, yeah.
because she's on my draft and I wanted to win my draft. So of course I'm like, come on, Kenzie. But for me as a juror, I don't think I would have voted for Kenzie because that's not enough for me in the game. Because she didn't really give me enough what she did in the game. Because I would say too, Soda ate. Y'all was right. Soda ate because she ate again when she was talking to Ben. She said the game is outplay, outwit, outlast, not be outloved. I said, oh, not outloved because she's like, yeah, we loved you, but it was I can see that absolutely. Because Q then poses the question, and apparently this is what swayed some other people. He says, "What are you planning to do with the money?"
I feel like that
And
was such a relevant question.
it was irrelevant because I don't really care what you're gonna do
Honestly,
with the money.
I
I
don't
don't
care because you
personally.
could be lying. I'm gonna donate it all to charity tomorrow.
But I will say I don't care about charity answers. I will say I guess her being
I
honest about
don't
like she's
care.
gonna use it for herself. That was nice to hear because a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm gonna donate to charity." I ain't donating nothing to charity. Charity ain't did. Charity went on this game for 26 days,
I'm gonna
hungry.
donate it to charity. I'm gonna donate it to the charity of the Martin household. I'm gonna
Like
donate
no,
that to AT&T. I'm gonna donate that to a mortgage. I'm gonna donate that
to
to my
OG&E.
light bill. I'm gonna donate that to that's where that donation going.
Yeah.
Shoot.
And it's like again, I agree too. Like Kenzie did play a good game. It's just Charlie, like y'all mentioned, he just did not put up a compelling case that he deserved to win. And
Yeah.
when Kenzie talked about why she needed the money, that story, I can see why it pulled heartstring because as a jury member, there is no really wrong way to vote. Is you vote whatever moves you as a jury member. And if that moves Angie, please, but no, charity would make me lose my vote.
You know what? On the cool because so
Because
like I want to hear a real
what
answer. And let's be real, like some people might actually really donate, some or whatever to that charity. That's cool. But it's $1 million. You're not about to give $1 million charity. Let's hear a real answer. You know
well,
what?
Gabler
I'm gonna
did. That's
rent
why
a villa for my birthday and I'm gonna turn up and I'm gonna be twerking ass on my man. Like, that's a real answer. That's what I would do. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
This ain't seeing money.
Let's be a little real here.
Facts. Like this
This
is $1
ain't
million
seeing money,
we're talking about.
guys. Right. Mhm.
You can donate seeing money, but this is $1 million we're talking about. I'm not. Gabler was a dummy. If I would have known, if I'm on that jury and I know he was gonna donate all that money to some charity,
He had money though,
even though
right?
he played,
Oh yeah, he
yeah,
was
he
a
was a
surgeon.
surgeon. Yeah,
He probably had no $1 million,
and
but
listen, well, no, they surgeons up there. Yeah, they definitely make $500,000 or more
well,
a year.
depending on how he gets spend his money. But yeah,
True. But my thing is, a lot of people there's some discourse about if people who make a lot of money in their regular life should they even get to play games like this. And I'm like, yeah, I
yes,
don't think it should matter where you come from. I
yeah,
mean, if you win, you win. But I would be pissed
yeah.
if I voted for you to win and you donated all that money to some charity. Absolutely, because that's stupid. That's stupid. You spent 26 days to get nothing out of it. Absolutely not. But anyways, yes, Kenzie appealed to the jury. Jasmine said it was white woman tears. Not gonna get on that.
Yeah.
But I see the story. Y'all know I'm a sucker for heart stuff when it matters. I personally don't know if that would have swayed me necessarily. However, Charlie not giving a compelling case enough might have been enough for me to vote for her anyway. Just because not on the strength of her story, but just on the strength of cases. Because y'all know I like speeches. Okay. I like speeches and I like answers to questions. So if your
Can I be
answers to my
very real?
question,
Go
what?
ahead.
I was just like, yeah, if your questions aren't up to par where I feel like they should be to convince me that you did do these moves or that you did have a plan in place to play this game to outwit, outlast, and outplay, I really can't give you my vote. But we ended up with 3 people who really didn't really outplay anybody. Well, Charlie did outplay everybody, but he didn't say nothing much. They just outlasted. Ben and Kenzie pretty much outlasted. But I will give her credit for her social game. So she didn't necessarily not deserve to win, but if we're looking at strictly game, I would say Charlie played the better game on paper. And that's my thoughts on it.
Yes, if you write it down on paper. I thought Kenzie was gonna win. Maybe I think I coined her to win. Maybe like 4 or 5 episodes for the finale. I was like, yeah, Kenzie looked like she setting herself up for a win. But I legit only based that off of like her relationships with the jury. I was like, you know what, these people like her. And like I guessed, I was like, the jury might be kind of bitter, and they were definitely a little bit on the bitter side. But when it comes down to bitter juries, sometimes you hate them, sometimes you love them. This bitter jury was funny. It was entertaining.
Right. Kenzie won the Million Hearts and a Million.
But at the end of the day, a bitter jury is based on how you treat people. So it's a game. And this does involve social relationships. So if you're
were they bitter?
Whatever you do to them,
I don't think they were bitter.
I think so.
You think who they were bitter?
Maria wasn't bitter?
She was, because she did not vote for Charlie. I'll go ahead and say that.
We can go ahead, and get right on that.
Charlie lost 5-3. Look, not Kenzie won 5-3. Charlie lost 5-3 to 3-5.
Yeah.
And we find out that Maria
was bitter.
She had to be, because she said that the story swayed her. But I'm just like, for me, if you saying this man is Uncle Charlie, he your kid's uncle, and you loved him, that's your brother. You didn't play these games neck to neck with him, and y'all both said it. If y'all at the final 3 and the others not, that you will always vote for them. She had no reason not to vote for Charlie.
There was no way I didn't think she wasn't gonna vote for Charlie. At first, I thought like when she didn't, I was like, "Damn, is it just because he voted you out? You was going home anyway, sis." No, I mean,
Right.
I'm a real one. I would have been like, "I don't care what y'all do. That's my girl. I'm not voting for her. Whatever." That's what I would have did if I was Charlie. Like I wouldn't have voted Maria out if it was me. She already going home, right? The votes are already in your favor. We've all had this conversation. You going home, sis. Whatever. So what I have been doing like a little bit of reading, and Charlie did have some interviews. So let me go ahead and just update y'all on that. So basically what Charlie is saying, of course, as of now, they not cool, right? Basically what happened is
no, I'm with you. I mean, I wouldn't be cool with you for a minute either. You just took $1 million. You took $900,000 out of my pocket. Yeah.
Oh, wait. So listen. So they were cool, right? This happened a year ago, right? Or however long ago. So yeah, however long ago it was. Charlie said that him and Maria cool. He went and met the family, so they was all cool. You know, let bygones be bygones, right? He said him and Maria had a conversation, and she basically was like regretful of her choice. She's like, "Damn, I should have really voted for you. You know, maybe I was bitter." You know what I'm saying? Like they talked about, that vote. Then now that the show's over, came down to it. She doing interviews and she saying basically what she said on the show. "Oh no, I voted for Kenzie because she deserved it." Da, 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 da. Basically, Maria's doubling down on what she said at finale when her and Charlie had conversations behind closed doors, and now she's trying to switch up on them. I would have been Charlie as well, but I'm petty. Like I'm really like you. This is what we doing? Cool. I'm cool on you too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And let's be real. On these game shows, it's one thing to like lose a friend you've been cool for 20 minutes. So, man, we was on an island for 29 days. I could miss me on you. miss me.
So don't come.
Like,
Yeah, ain't no. But see, how do you go from that? See, that's why you really these relationships that you build on these shows, y'all. It's important if you get on these shows. Oh, not Maria's a liar and don't like to be held accountable. Ooh, ooh. But when you go on these shows, you can't be quick to be bringing folks into your family and stuff like that. Talk about have your kids calling people uncle or auntie and cousin and stuff, and then you gonna do stuff like this because your kids are younger. So when Charlie not coming to Thanksgiving, where's Uncle Charlie? What you gonna say?
Uncle Charlie no more.
Charlie ain't your uncle no more. Like it didn't make sense. I'm cracking up. James talking about Survivor 55, Maria versus Charlie.
Charlie did a TikTok and he said when your number one ally doesn't vote for you to win Survivor and you lose $1 million by one vote. So he's definitely upset. I mean, we all saw he was upset because his face dropped.
I would be too.
No,
that's
I
like
Trees too. I would have been pissed.
Voting. That's like me. Trees is in the final 3 with some of y'all in there. You know, with Jasmine and James, and I vote for Jasmine to win. You know, or James to win, and I could have voted for
fight him. I would fight Eric.
Like I could sit like her kid. That's my niece and nephew. Like,
I would throw a chair at you, Eric.
Trees would not let me come back to the house no more after that.
No, I would not. I would change my address.
Steve would be pissing me. Steve would not like me no more. He would be cussing me out. No. He would call me everything but a child of God. Like,
yes, he would call you bad words.
But I mean, I feel like we would get over it eventually. No, we wouldn't.
You gonna make me lose $1 million, Eric? You kiss my ass. You make me lose $1 million.
But you at least got 100,000. You still got some.
What's 100,000 to $1 million? No.
Right, Cameo.
And let's not even talk about how much that is after taxes. No.
Cameo said
no.
Maria had to catch out. I know that's right. Cash out.
Listen, would have. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be real. I feel like Charlie.
James said we should be friends.
I feel like Charlie is well in his realm. I would have been like, Maria, sis, lose my number. See ya at the next Survivor meetup. Like James said, I think they're gonna be cordial. I think they're both adults. Hi. And then they're gonna go to their respectful corners, right? Yeah. But I'm with Charlie. Miss me on that. But I will say, Maria can come back to 50.
She can't. Yeah, definitely bring her back for 50.
Yeah,
and cute. Honestly, I feel like they both locks. I know Jasmine. I know
Charlie could come back. Honestly, I ain't even mad if Charlie come back. I hear that.
She's saying something, but I gotta see her. Is she not cordial? I hear you.
Yeah, you gonna make me miss out on $640K? No, we got a problem.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see postseason how everything shakes out. Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, he too sweet. Because for me, it's like, I feel like I'm a cordial. We can be cordial, but I would just have to let you know, like, yeah, you took $900,000. I think I would never let you live it down. I would eventually get over it.
No,
because thank God for salvation and forgiveness. But I'm gonna still let you know every single time, like, yeah, that's cool now. But you remember when you cost me $1 million? Yeah.
And see, we wouldn't even have that conversation because you wouldn't be in my face that much. No. Pass.
I would get over it. See, Trees hold grudges. I don't hold grudges.
I hold grudges.
I've been delivered from holding grudges. Thank God for the spirit of forgiveness. Okay. But I understand those who would not be able to move on quickly. I would encourage people to move on because bitterness does nobody any good, right?
I'll be bitter.
We can't.
I would be bad then. If it don't do me good, call me bad.
Anyways, I think we've reached the end.
Oh my God. Facebook would hate me if I was on Survivor. Oh, y'all would hate me.
Speaking of who's on Survivor. So that was the end, y'all. Kenzie did win. Charlie came in second. Ben, as we knew, did not get any votes. They do their little reunion, which I don't care for. They need to definitely go back to the live version in New York
I
when
like to
everybody's
hear them
fed,
talk. They've
when
seen
they
stuff.
clean,
They got a
when
little
they
more meat
clean.
on their bones.
Yeah. Could you imagine this cast? Because then everybody get to come back. Even the pre-jury get to come back, right? Everybody dressed up, they looking good, they smelling good, they fed after they've seen the season, and they get to come back and answer questions. Could you imagine? Like,
somebody on
that's what
Twitter said, "Oh, go ahead."
No, that's it. I was like, that's what we need back. We need that.
Somebody on Twitter said that he was really pissed that I was like, you know what, me too. That Jeff really was over here telling how much body weight, how much body fat, like the percentages and how much they
Yeah.
lost. Jeff, I don't care. Let's go to Ben. Ben, who would you have voted for if it was a tie?
That's what he never did. He ask that. I don't think he asked that.
That I was like, you know what? I want to know the answer to that question. Who would
What's
he have
that
voted
meme?
for?
I want to know that. I really want to know that.
Somebody
I
said
wanna
he
know
was
that.
gonna make Ben and he was gonna make Charlie and Kinsey rock paper scissors because
Rock,
he couldn't
paper,
make a
scissors.
decision. He's like, I can't do it. Can we, Jeff? Can you bring out the rocks? Bring out the rocks. Yes,
Literally,
that's the
thank you.
real
That's
$1
the
million
real
question.
meme. Yes. Who would you have voted
Knowing
for? But
me,
it's looking like he would have voted for Charlie because he brought him to the end. So clearly, he most likely would have.
maybe.
But I do like now that they were asked about who Charlie would have taken in the fight. Like Jeff asked that earlier, like before that, like if Charlie was in Ben's position, who would he have taken to the fire? Like I do, or put in fire and taken to the final three with him. I do like that he asked that variation and asked Kinsey who would they have taken, like that. I
Okay,
do appreciate
Charlie.
that.
Thanks for the answer, James.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like he would have voted for Charlie too. And then again, now I'm Kinsey. I'm gonna be bitter for a little bit because it's like I should have let you be in your panic attack then if you ain't gonna give me no $1 million. Like I should let you psych yourself out of the game if that was gonna be the case.
Jeff
Not
missed
that she
that
did it
one.
for
That should have been
game.
on the show.
Yeah. So not saying that she could have held that against him game wise because she was doing something outside of the game, but I think I'd be mad for a little bit if I was helping you in that way.
I'll be mad for a lot of bit.
And you did not give me $1 million. Like, okay, you put me in fire. That's strike one. But you come down to a vote and I did all that for you mentally and you still don't and you don't award me $1 million. Oh, I'm going to have to be on the altar for 40 days and 40 nights because it's going to be a minute. It's going to be a minute.
Oh, and a matter of fact, while we were speaking on Survivor and our lovely winner, Kinsey, she is
47.
having a baby. She's having a baby. No, Kinsey's pregnant.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yes. Somebody mentioned that.
And
she wanted me
that 640K is going to be going like that, sis. Okay? Because I went to Target today for diaper wipes. And I spent $56. What?
Ridiculous.
And all of it. I was like, oh, this is cute. Oh, look at this. I paid $13 for a cup. $10 for a cup. Why am I paying $10 for this cup? She don't need this. She got 13 cups at home. I'm telling you, babies be having you throw stuff in a basket they don't even need, but it's cute.
I
But
kid you not,
congratulations,
Teresa be like, oh, I'm going to Target to go pick up a couple things. And then next thing you know, she in the kids' house grabbing clothes. And she done got her daughter 20 pairs of the same thing, didn't even realize.
I did. I ain't gonna even lie. Matter of fact, Target is having a Memorial Day sale starting tomorrow. So Target, sponsor me. I'm gonna tag them in this.
Anyway, so yes, being rock. So moving on, we get the little footage for Survivor 47, right? And yes, Asia from Rob Has a
47
Podcast.
like it's gonna be good.
She is cast on there. If y'all don't know, Treese did take her place on one of Chappelle's kickback episodes, when she was out, because we now assume she was doing her interviews for this. And so they had called Treese in as a backup. But
shout out to Chappelle.
Yeah.
Recap kickback.
Yeah. So
recap kickback.
Yeah, kickback, reback. And so yeah, Asia's on there. But here's the thing, y'all. I don't know if y'all have looked. I've been looking at some of their bios. A lot of people are podcasters. They do radio hosting or esports.
I thought it was only two. It's more than 2 people.
More than 2 people. It's like 5 of them that do podcasting.
You know what?
Some type of reporting, hosting, radio, something. Yeah. So I'm
There's
like,
somebody on
okay.
there. I don't know what dude. I don't know that podcast, but apparently he's a really popular, like reality podcast. I can't remember.
That's what I'm saying. Pod Alliance is what James said. That's what
Oh,
I'm
is that the
saying.
name
It's
of
a
it?
lot of
I have never heard of that, but apparently it's pretty big.
There's
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of
I
that
be
on
listening
there.
to AWAGBT gonna be there, so who knows?
Right. So listen, I say if Survivor 47 is doing a thing with podcasters and hosts and people in this same medium, I said, okay, Big Brother 27, wink, wink, podcasters. Come on. Y'all better show out when I'm on Big Brother 27. So mark this down. What is this? 523. Eric will be on Big Brother 27. Yeah. We definitely not doing Survivor, Jasmine. That's what you talk about.
Listen, y'all would listen. There's no way I would do a reality show just because I have children and I have a life, and I can't do it. I can't walk away from it. If my kids were older, probably yeah. But if I ever did a reality show, I would be the older contestant. I would have to be like 47, and my kids be like in 8th grade. Like that's how it would have to be. But if I did go on a reality show, like if they call me for like this summer, next summer, y'all would have to Sari Fields me. I need an appearance fee before. Call me Liz. I'm delusional. I would be the celebrity. Okay, so y'all would have to pay me. Y'all would have to give me some drive to actually want to be on the show. So let's talk about compensation first, and then then we'll be good. That'd be like
can't stand
pass.
Oh my goodness, you're annoying. But y'all, thank you so much for kicking it with us for the Survivor 46 season. It was a crazy season. It was a good season overall. It just kind of tapered off at the end a little bit, but good season overall. We appreciate you for sticking it with us. We're still doing the GOAT. So if you want to see more of us, we're still covering the GOAT. Every Monday, we're here every Monday.
Big Brother's coming.
And Big Brother is coming, right?
Big Brother in July, babe. Yep.
We're excited for that. So stay tuned because we also will be having some pop-in episodes, maybe covering Bridgerton if we feel like it. The House of Dragon if we feel like it.
Won't.
She's saying all this. If she don't, I will. We're gonna have something going on. So make sure you just keep those notifications on and you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you're listening and you're not subscribed, go on over to YouTube and subscribe at Who All Gonna Be There podcast. And for those who are listening, make sure you're giving us 5-star ratings and putting those reviews in there. It helps us out a lot. And follow us on Twitter at Who All There and Instagram if you got it at Who All There. But yeah, thank you all so much for being with us. We appreciate you all, and we look forward to having you back.
Thank y'all.
Next time here. So y'all have a good night.
Have a lovely night, guys.